Today, no Megaman game in 7 years? That's not very mega of you. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint. In honor of Games Done Quick, we're going to speedrun this episode.
The video game industry is eating its own tail, and we have nothing to rely on but unions and small team indie games.
You can't get games with new IP, you can't get games with old IP, but you can buy merch to try to recapture your childhood.
God damn it, we love when Hideo Kojima says stuff. It sure beats the hell out of hearing from David Cage. Someday Naughty Dog will stop remastering The Last of Us, but today is not that day, because the company has rolled out a surprise update to The Last of Us 2, a chronological mode. Yes, rather than the original, and according to Naughty Dog, still very much the intended narrative structure, players can now bounce back and forth between Ellie and Abby's stories until, well, I won't spoil it, because I actually don't know what happens. But if you haven't made use of your ample chances to play this game by now, you're probably not going to. And this is only going to be interesting to the kind of person who liked watching that DVD feature that played Memento in chronological order. But for most people, the novelty of playing The Last of Us 2 again will surely wear off soon.
Capcom's general shareholders meeting recently came and went, and during the question and answer period, the management team did their best to give an update on the status of the Megaman IP. TLDR, there's no new Megaman game coming anytime soon, but they acknowledge that people want one. Megaman games have sold more than 43 million units during the franchise's 36-year history, and Capcom conceded that it's also a source of popular merchandise. Despite the backdrop of adoring fans eager to play more Mega Man games, Capcom executives remained tight-lipped on any development, saying, Mega Man is one of our most important IPs, and we are continuously considering ways to develop it further. However, we do not have any additional information we can share at this time. Continuously considering ways? Have you considered ending the consideration and just doing one of the ways you've already thought of? Are none of them smart enough? Because if you have anything on the developer's whiteboard that's at least as good as look up synonyms for fire, ice, water, and electricity in your thesaurus and then add man after it, then I think we're good to go for Mega Man 12. No one's looking for deep innovation in Mega Man games. Just let me fall into a bottomless pit a few times and then make it to the boss with enough health that I can tell myself I might not lose the attrition battle to Conflagration Man.
Last week, we spoke briefly about Stop Killing Games, a consumer movement with the goal of getting EU and UK regulators to force game publishers not to destroy the games they sell. In specific, that means when a publisher decides to no longer support a game, that means the buyer is no longer able to use a product that they bought. And now a lobbyist group has responded, and it's about what you'd expect. The lobby group is called Videogames Europe and hold amongst its membership such usual suspects as Sony, Nintendo, Square Enix, Take-Two, Epic, Activision, Blizzard, Netflix, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers, and so on, etc. And in their statement, they say, we understand it can be disappointing for players, but when it does happen, the industry ensures that players are given fair notice of the prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection laws. Yes, and this movement is trying to amend those laws. And obviously the changes Stop Killing Games is asking for won't be easy or cheap, but that's how these things work, and you're the people with all the money. In their additional position paper, Videogames Europe responded with several pages of oppositional stances, but I'd like to highlight this statement. It will have a chilling effect on game design and act as a disincentive to making such games available in Europe. This is very funny for two reasons, because first, chilling effect is usually used to imply additional consequences of a broad law, whereas this is the point. And second, claiming that publishers might suddenly not sell games in Europe, because they will, obviously. If selling games in Europe makes you money, you're gonna do it. And also, if you force us to stop making our games be so awful, we're gonna stop selling you our awful games, is like not a threat. That seems like everything operating as intended, unlike your many discontinued games.
Hey there, Nintendo fans! We're all excited with the release of Switch 2, and therefore, now is the time to not shut up about your perfect baby franchise coming to the new golden console. And why isn't it here already? So let's talk about Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Horizons did brisk business for Nintendo, thanks in no small part to a global pandemic that killed millions and kept the rest of us isolated at home for months and months. That is too fucking bleak for the video game news comedy show. Let's keep it positive. Anyway, Nintendo finally announced new news for Animal Crossing, and it's Crocs. You know Crocs, the comfortable foam resin shoes beloved by nurses and service workers, and also doomed to float around in the waterways of the earth until hell freezes over. Positive, for Christ's sakes. Nintendo and Crocs are doing Animal Crossing themed clogs, with a platform clog for adults and a classic clog for kids. They're even doing a bunch of charms to plug up all the holes they keep leaving in the shoes, so that's fun. These look amazing, and I'm seriously considering buying some to wear at home. They're $85. They're foam shoes. I'm not dropping 850 Norwegian kroner on foam shoes. I already own a pair of foam shoes. I wear these around my house as an alternative to slippers, so I don't stub my toe or slip on my wood floors in my wool socks. And they cost me $10 at London Drugs. They kept me very comfortable during all my time at home playing Animal Crossing during the pandemic. God damn it! Stop talking about the pandemic!
Big Bad Toy Store is offering a plush PS2 toy available this winter, and no, it's not a Kingdom Hearts item or Yangus from Dragon Quest VIII, it's the actual PS2 itself. That's right, someone in merchandise has determined that gamers need as much help as they can get remembering what the console looked like 20 years ago. So now, this rectangular cuboid full of cotton batting is available for purchase on the internet. But wait, you ask, isn't a rectangular prism plush toy just a pillow? Yes, it is. You may now rest your weary head on top of a smooth, comfy PlayStation 2. Does it do anything else? No. There's no surprise LCD screen attached with firmware including a playable version of GTA San Andreas for you to jam while you pass out. It's just a pillow. It's a pillow. But I'll tell you what, though. If you remember this console, you're probably uncomfortable for at least part of every day, so I did some light investigative Googling, and that means, along with your PS2, you can order a plush chair, TV, and energy drink. I wasn't able to find a plush milk crate, but otherwise the first apartment you moved into will be ready for your nostalgic roleplay in 6 months.
Xsolla, which supplies PayStation and anti-fraud solutions for PUBG and Epic Games, among others, is allowing you to finance that in-game purchase through a new partnership with payment network Affirm. Gamers will be able to pay for in-game currency or DLC over a period of weeks or months after a credit check, and I can't do this. This is honestly where we're at. Okay, fine. This is a gamer bond. The top tier are your rock-solid loans, pre-orders on The Sims expansions, DCS modules, gotcha whales, Klarna loans on steak burritos with guac, but then you bundle them with the less reliable ones. Robux on stolen credit cards, Anthem DLC, Star Citizenships, fucking Concord Cosmetics, Klarna loans on Arby's, until the entire games industry collapses. Wait, shit, the entire games industry is already falling apart. Okay, well, what kind of person created this? Who looks at the state of the games industry and thinks, this seems stable enough to withstand a slow vampiric bleeding? Is this a predatory response to instability, trying to get in a quick buck before the system topples? Or is it what's left after hatchling finance bros realize everything cool has already been cannibalized? We have what we feel is a normal amount of contempt for gamers, but this is bleak. At least, unlike Klarna and DoorDash's loan on a foot-long meatball sub, your horse armor can get sold to BlackRock, then your boat wife can leave you. You're going to wake up one day and find that your loan on Magic the Gathering Arena Gems has been bundled into the Ontario Teachers' Pension Plan and used as collateral against loans to buy water utilities in the developing world. This is like a Philip K. Dick novel, except he would have made this a metaphor for something, probably drugs. Is this really the tier of corporate villainy we've earned? Can't we get someone who will sell out humanity's future with a little vision? Umbrella Corp, a dystopia turns its remortgaged eyes to you.
For a speedrun, I feel like this took a lot longer than normal.
Okay, we had a few digressions, but this isn't any percent checkpoint. This is a 100% run.
Which means it's not over until the credits? Paul! Coming up, GameStop is auctioning off the staple that pierced the Nintendo Switch 2 console, as well as the repaired console and the staple pierced packaging. CEO Ryan Cohen might also include his underwear in the auction, presumably because he's done sniffing his own farts.
Welcome to CheckPoint. There's Megaman again.
The video game.
The attrition brattle to... Brattle? I said brattle. I was having a hard time on that last sentence anyway.
This rectangular cuboid full of cotton batting is available for purchase on the internet. Available.
Yeah, it's okay.
That was all the news that was talked about this week.
Yes. Yeah.
So therefore, no other news exists.
Nope. Just be happy that that's what you get.
In this cave, that's the shadows of the news.
Acted out on a wall by a couple of idiots.
Yeah.
Glad we could do that for you.
Thanks for supporting our idiocy.
Yeah, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You know, the rest of whatever might be having a bit of a tough time, but we always appreciate everybody who's willing to help us continue to make this good stuff.
Yeah, we're a cheap $5.
Yeah. And also the YouTube members for us. We are the YouTubers here, right? They're the YouTubies, I guess. YouTube members who support this channel, LRR Video Games. You're going to see your names come up after the boops. So thank you so much. We'll see you later.